Hello and welcome to Auto Trading. In the next few videos what we're going to be presenting is the auto trading system. Something you're going to have a little bit of difficulty understanding right away, but once you get started with it you're going to find it's actually quite simple to use, and you just basically set it and forget it. Always start with the shadowtraders.com/HFT. This will get you into the choices that you can make to watch or get into your auto trading system. Once you've signed up for a demo, you can watch the videos using Learn to Use the Auto Trading Platform. You can sign up for a live auto trading account if you like, and you can log into your account either live or demo, which is what we're going to do this afternoon in this first video. Click that. Now the first thing it's going to ask you for is your user ID and password. When you first created an account, it gave you a user ID and password, and so you want to be able to write that down and use it whenever you need it. If it's your first time coming into the account, it will ask you to create a new password instead of the one that it allocated to you. Once you've done that before, it'll be yours. The first thing you'll see is your account activities for the last 7 days. Right now, this is a simple demo account, so we don't have any activities to show. This is the platform. Seems a little overwhelming when you first look at it, but we're going to be walking through it step by step in a variety of demo videos. So the first thing you'll see at the top is the balance that you have in the account. Now this is a demo account, and they've allocated you $10,000. This is your P&L for how much you have won or lost. This is the equity. You see it's still $10,000. This is the used amount of margin because perhaps you're in a trade. Right now we're not in any particular trades, so the used margin is 0. And that's why the usable margin is still 10,000. So that's kind of nice. It breaks it down for you and shows you how much money has already been allocated and how much left you have in your account to allocate for new trading. The next row we'll see are the different currency pairs. Now remember, this is the Forex market, and we're going to be using currency pairs. The Euro, US dollar, Japanese yen, British pound, Swiss franc, and then a couple that you might not be familiar with, which was the Euro against the Swiss franc, the Australian dollar against the US dollar, the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, and the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. Right? So those are just the current prices flashing at all times. We're going to start today on this video with the chart to get you familiar with using the chart as it is today. Now, on the left-hand side you see 1H. So the default is the 1 hour. You can change this to a minute chart, 5 minute, 1 day, week, a month, whichever you would like to see. Just by clicking, it will change it for you. In the next column are all the different indicators that you're very familiar with. Moving averages, exponential moving averages, etc., etc. There's a whole variety of indicators that you can put on the chart. Now, these charts are not intended as you may be used to a trading platform. They're not that detailed. It's assumed that you would have a trading platform somewhere else, and remember, this is primarily auto trading. So this would be just some basic indicators. So let's say you'd want to put on a moving average. just to give it some idea of where you're looking to go. So let's put a simple moving average. We'll click this, and let's make it the 200 moving average. And there it is. Very simple. Right? You can choose some others, but again, this is not necessarily detailed information because this is auto trading. It doesn't really need these indicators at all. These are just for you as a trader. In the next column, you're going to see the chart types. Well, candlestick is the norm, but you could also do a line or open, high, low, close bar chart. But we normally would use a candlestick. As we move along, the next column is sentiment. Now this may be a bit different, something you're not quite used to. So these show the overall sentiment of all the people trading. So overall we see that 56% of the people are saying to sell and 44% of the people are saying to buy. Now this is amongst all the users in the platform. So that's a lot of people saying whether or not they should sell or buy. For the specific strategies that we're going to be playing with, 48% of the people say sell, 52% say buy. So kind of nice. You'll be able to look at the overall sentiment. Now we know we don't want to follow necessarily everybody's idea, but it's just something nice to look at. As we move along, right now you can see that we are a cursor with a crosshair. Right? If you don't like that, you can change it to the hand. And when you change it to the hand, what happens is you can then drag the chart in a variety of different ways. You can drag it back and forth. If you want to see something earlier, you can certainly do that. You can zoom in. If you want to do that, you can zoom out. And if you click this particular funny little thing, it says glue to the right, it will always take you back to the beginning. So if you've scrolled over here, it will take you back to the current. So that's the basic little activities of the chart. Now you can come over here and if you like, right now we are showing the euro and the US dollar, right? But maybe you'd like to see some other chart. Here are your other opportunities, like US dollar, maybe you'd like to see the Japanese yen. And there's a change for that, right? Totally what you'd like to do with that. Now, if you click the little arrow, funny little arrow, if you click the little arrow right here, it expands the chart, makes it bigger for you, and maybe easier to see. Again, if you change it to a hand instead of the cursor, you can drag it back. Right? To shift it back, just click the little arrow again, and it goes right back into the window. That's your basic charting, and at the top you see where it says live chart, right? Live chart. Now you can go back and forth between the euro and the Japanese yen, because those are the two that you chose. So if you want to have a variety of charts up there, add some more. Say you want to look at the Australian dollar and the US dollar. Well, now we'll have 3 charts, and you can flip back and forth between them pretty quickly. Very nice. So that's your basic charting. And in the next video, we'll continue on with additional functions of the overall Mirrortrader platform.